Most people who watch the presidential debate agree the president's performance was not good, and many wonder if his cognitive health is to blame.
Joining us on the Kogo News Live line is the founder of the Brain Performance Center, Leigh Richardson. Welcome back, Leigh.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm assuming you watched the debate, and what went through your mind when you saw Joe Biden perform?
Cognitive decline.
So
those two words. I mean, when I watched him perform, clarity was lacking. His response, he wasn't as certain with his speech. He did not speak with confidence. He did not speak with authority.
Now, go ahead, LaDonna.
I mean, it was I watched the debate as many people did. It was very hard to watch. He, is in his 80s. So how common is it for a person in their 80s to be, completely lost at some times and then on top of things at other times? What is it that we expect?
Well, I think that what makes him vary so much, we've known for years, LaDonna, that emotional trauma and stress ages the brain. And the stress that he deals with, not all stress is created equal. When it's randomly generated, has a much bigger impact on the brain. And I would suspect that those debates were very stressful for both candidates. And I think that what has made him vary is the stress he's under, both personally and professionally. And I wonder what his neuroplasticity is like. Does his brain still have the ability to change? Because as we age, the brain ages.
Well, and some are saying the media is over-covering Biden's age, under-covering Donald Trump's age. He is 78. Is this a concern as well?
Well, Donald Trump's behavior was very different. And I think that age has got to be a concern. I mean, when you think about it, we've got 19 members in the Senate that are over 80 years old. And you can't become a president until you're 35. But there's no limit on it. And if you look at the military and you look at the airline industry, they have limits on the age that people can continue to work for safety. Is that something we should think about in our government?
Well, one of the things that comes to mind, I remember at the end of the Ronald Reagan era in the White House, and he was obviously suffering cognitively as well. I think that everyone who has seen Joe Biden thinks that there is some kind of cognitive decline. Is it Alzheimer's? I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but at the same time, you have people who are willing to try to cover that up or pretend that it's not happening or pretend it was a bad day when it's patently obvious to anyone who's watching that it's not. And what do we do as voters? Because we're still being told that, these are our choices.
Well, and that's a really difficult question to answer because our choices are so limited. And I think that I struggled with it, and I've come to the conclusion that I have to vote. And I look at everything from a brain health aspect, and I look at Donald Trump, and I do feel that his brain is aged too. Everybody's brain ages. So I think that as voters, if we can reach out to the people that represent us and voice our opinion, we should do that.
All right. Founder of the Brain Performance Center, Leigh Richardson. Leigh, thank you so much.